He really does. So anyway, he's at it again. First things first, my name's Kenneth Bird. My company is Crystal Edge Technology Screens. We're going to look at the video of him desperately trying to make this product, and he is failing so miserably. First things first, application is never such. When you're using any form of technology that's front and rear, you never use a roller, because the roller will make the screen gritty. So let's see where he's basically embarrassed himself again. Oh, by the way, Fernando, I just got off the phone with the attorney, so that's going to be happening real soon. So you better get ready for that one. So let's show you where he basically, again, fails miserably again. All right. I love this guy, boy. I tell you, you got to give him, he's quite persistent. So you got to give him that much right there. Why do you cut so many corners, man? Let me explain something to you. Number one, your screen sits in the dark. Why are your screens constantly sitting in the dark? Every time you do a demonstration, it's constantly sitting in the dark. The technology we developed is darker than that. Way darker than that. You can't see anything on the other side. I can take Groot and stick him on that screen and you can't see him on the other end. We did that demonstration already. So no, that doesn't even come close to what the product is. Now, let me explain something to you. The product that we developed, when the owner gets done with it, they can peel it off the screen when they get done with it. It's disposable. It basically allows you to peel the surface off, just in case, say, if you paint this on a storefront window or you do something, you want to change it, you want to get rid of it. The first thing they ask is, how easy is this stuff to remove off glass? Because expensive glasses for a storefront window is extremely expensive. So you have to make something that basically has the ability to be able to stand up to the width of time, but it has to be easy to be removed off. And you can't peel that off, period. That's permanent. That's stuck there. So no, that's not the product. Second, look how light it is. Third, why is it that every time you do a demonstration, it's shrouded in darkness? When we displayed that screen, fully lit environment, front and back, then we took it outside and they took a direct hit from the sun. So all you have to do is just do a fully lit environment, peel the screen, and it has to be much darker than that because the technology we're using is way darker than that. And then on top of that, as I said before, it's got to take that direct hit from sun. Constantly doing demonstrations in the dark. Dude, look, that's so horrible. Good gracious. It's sad watching this guy fail. Look at him, he's trying so hard. That's a fail, buddy. You see how light the screen is right here? We can stick objects behind the back of our screens and you can't see it. Look, he said, I've got to figure it out. I know how they did it. Yeah. Try again. You're still haven't figured it out. What you just mixed in there basically is not even anywhere near close to what that technology is. Look, on a tiny little surface right there. So I'll show you the difference between the video he just did and I'll show you the one that we did. Way too light right there. What you should have did was you turn it off and you stick an object behind it. And that shows how dark the screen is because you're not supposed to see the object on the other side. Second, that's supposed to peel off. Our screens, when you get done with them, they can peel off. They're easy clean. All right. See, the first time he thought it was, when he first started off, he thought it was that frost paint. Then he figured out that when he saw the demonstration, the screen wasn't exactly clear. It's dark. So now he goes out, he gets polyurethane, and he mixes that with black paint, and he tries to do it that way. See how light the surface is when it comes up? Yeah, our surface is darker than that. You're not even picking up a contrast level. Nothing at all. And judging by, there's no oversplash at all, period. So this is what he said he used to make it. This is so sad. So you couldn't figure out the first time how to do it. So then he comes in the second time. That's nasty. That is really nasty. Oh, he tries so hard. Look at the color of the screen. You see how sad it is how people work so hard to try to, they're so jealous of your work. Now look at the screen when it comes on. Look at that. Look how faded the image looks. You don't understand how screen paint even works. That is horrible. And look, wait. Is that supposed to be light near the screen? Look how dark the environment is. Look, go back a minute. Look how dark the environment is. The environment is not supposed to be that dark. It's supposed to be well lit. You're supposed to have light hitting the front of the screen and the back of the screen. Your projector is supposed to be at least back 9 to 10 feet. But then again, that is Captain Corner Cutter. Look how dark it is all around here and here. That is horrible. That is absolutely horrible. Look how dirty that looks. That is muddy, dirty. Even look at her gown. Her gown is muddy and dirty. Look how faded out the image is. It's all washed out, all in here. That's a complete fail. So let me show you how it's done so you don't understand how you develop invisible technology. Let me show you how it's done. See? Cut corners any way you can. He just got embarrassed because he thought the screen, ran out there and thought the screen was clear and embarrassed himself. Then he came back and he came up with this idea. And this is where we embarrass you again, Crow. Let's see, let's show you how it's done. So anytime we do any form of demonstrations on any form of products, they're always done in fully lit environments. Yours are never done that way because your screens can't pull an image. This is our technology. This is how we test our stuff. That screen paint has the nickname Sun Killer attached to it. You know why? Because it can sit outside in direct sunlight. You didn't stick that screen outside. You kept that screen in a dark environment. If that screen that you just displayed faded that badly and that dark environment outside, that screen would get white. So take it outside and put it against some glass window, push an image to it and show us a video off of it. See my time on my phone right there? When we display those screens, we display them outside. Inside, we display them with tons of light. And this comes from a person who constantly cuts corners all the time. See how sharp that image pulls up? Doesn't fade. That's direct sunlight making contact with that screen. You know the difference between that technology, which you haven't figured out? That right there. See, the way that technology is designed is that light, when the projector is being hitting the screen, the image doesn't show up on the back of the screen. It only shows up in the front. The technology is designed to generate through sunlight. The problem with your product is it's showing an image on both sides, and the image is not good. It's faded. If it's that faded in that environment that you're in that's that dark, there's no way in the world you'd be able to pull that image up outside. It wouldn't even show. So how is the screen not pulling an image inside where you would have more protection from the outside elements, and it's pulling an image crystal clear outside where it's being hit by direct sunlight? Oh my goodness, he is not that smart. I'm not trying to be rude here, man, but on my slowest days, my IQ is higher than yours. Literally, it is. You don't understand how it even works at all, period. You see that sun deck right there? You see how that sun being displayed right there? All that makes contact with the screen. at you trying so hard. It's so sad. See all that sunlight? That sunlight right there, directly hitting the screen. Now, let me show you something right here. Inside test. Let me see if we can find Mr. Groot. There's Mr. Groot sitting right there. Now, watch this. When I go to walk around to the side, Mr. Groot, you can't see him. That's how dark that screen is. In no way was your product ever that dark. Because I can see the light from your window passing through your screen. You see how dark that is? You can't even see that statue behind that screen at all. That's how dark that screen is. You failed again. Miserably, you failed. The product that you mixed together is too light. Not in anywhere near in the category of the technology we're displaying right here. See how dark it is? You can't even see that statue completely gone. If you stick an object, I guarantee you, in front of your product, and like I said, cutting corners, didn't do the demonstration the same way. Sorry about that. He didn't do the demonstration the same way. He didn't take the screen out. He didn't put it against the window like he did the last one. He avoided that one at all costs because the screen would have faded and washed out. He didn't put any objects behind it showing that you can't see through the screen. That's what we did in our demonstration. And if you see how much light we have making contact with the screen, you don't even have that kind of light in your environment. Your environment is dark. Now we got the backlights on. So we got the lights here over top, and we got the lights in the front over top, which means the screen's being hit by the back and the front with ambient light. Look at the size of the screen we're using compared to the size you just used. We're taking light from both sides, and you're in there sitting in the dark with a little square 2x2 sheet with some polyurethane and some paint, trying to basically mimic our technology. Please, man, that's sad, man. I'm sorry. You need to watch my demonstration so you can see how it's done before you go on and do dumb stuff like that to embarrass yourself. See how far my projector is sitting back? My projector sits all the way back there. See how the image is coming up on Groot's face? That's the area that's not being hit. Any area that's not being hit by the screen, it's not even penetrating to and making contact with his body. You didn't see that part, did you? See that? That means that screen is literally so dark that light can transfer through it, but the image can't push out onto Groot's body. It has a limit on how far it can go. That's a 5200 lumen projector, which means you're not seeing 1 ounce of lamp glare pushing through. Nothing. Because it's blocking that much light. That's the demonstration you have to do in order to basically say you've made our product. And then on top of that, once you finish all that right there, watch this. Let me show you how crystal clear the front comes up. Look at the contrast and this technology from the front, which you failed to display. Now this is where I'm going to embarrass you pretty bad. You see how dark that image comes up? You know how dark that image comes up? Watch this. I can display the OLED display. I can display a star field, outer space. That screen has a contrast level. Your screen doesn't produce contrast at all. Oh, thought you had it figured out. Sorry, people. Trying to keep from laughing and coughing at the same time. That is pathetic, man. That is really pathetic. You don't watch my demonstrations. You didn't realize that screen is literally so dark, it can pull a contrast level. Look at that. Without any fading, without any flaw to the surface. Using some cheap paint. Stop doing that nonsense. See, same dumb nonsense he does when he took that primer and he made that paint out of primer. 2 teaspoons of black paint into white paint. Look at this. Look at that, Crow. See how that image pulls up? See how sharp and vivid it is? That's contrast demonstration. That's contrast coming off that technology. So that watered down nonsense you got over there and that freaking container. You're a sad dude, man. But I look forward to you trying again tomorrow. Till then, you haven't given me a yes or no, so your screen's going outside today. Let's see if your, whatever, we're going to call it primer, can turn my screen black. It didn't do it inside the house. Let's see what happens when we go outside today. Look at that. You see the detail in that screen right there? See the detail in that bike coming off that screen? And you still can't see Groot's body. Look at the greens. Look how deep the greens come up. Ugh, man. I'm sorry, people. I try to be professional, but when people do dumb stuff like that, all I can do is laugh at them. Hold on. We're going to go to the back side of the screen. Now we're on the back side of the screen. We pulled Groot out. Now we're on the back side of the screen. Doing the demonstration again. Do the back side. Look at this. Watch this. Watch this. Go around to the back. See how the image pulls up? Oh, sad. He's a sad dude. Just like when you got embarrassed yesterday, when you try to basically said the black screens come up so dark you can't see it. That screen was sitting up there against two certified white screens, 2 white sheets of paper, and your product. And it still was able to maintain a white level without going dark, with no problem. The blue did the exact same thing too. Yet my 8-year-old screen paint can match one of your products and beat the other 2. 8-year-old product. Look at that. Does that look like your product? No. There's no light pushing to that screen. Anything like pushing to that screen is from the projector. All right, let's see what else we got. Hold on for a minute. Here we go. Starfield demonstration right there. Yeah, we can pull a Starfield demonstration off that surface. You can't do that because you can't pull a contrast level off your screen because it's it doesn't work. Look at the Starfield demonstration right there. Look at that. Oh, I told you he's got groundhog syndrome. He'll forget. He'll wake up the next day with another inventive idea. Like, I think this will work. I think I got him. I think I got him this time. I got him. I think I got him. There you go. Told you I was going to embarrass you. See how far back my projector is sitting? Look how far back the projector is sitting from the screen. And your projector is sitting all up close on top of the screen trying to produce a decent image. Look how much light I got in the environment. I have more light in my environment. Shoot, I got more light in my bathroom right now than your freaking living room. Look at that. Cutting corners. Mix some dirty trash paint together. Paint it, rolled it onto a piece of plexiglass. Did the demonstration in the dark. Didn't put any objects behind it to show how dark, how it matches our product. See, our demonstrations are completely different. Didn't take the screen outside because that's the key part of that technology. It can take a direct hit from the sun. Then take it outside. If that screen was fading that bad inside, outside is having a problem. You see how far he had it back from the window? Yeah. You see how he had the camera zoomed up? He had the camera zoomed up so close on it so you couldn't see the background of how dark it was. Captain Corner Cutter. Captain, cut them corners. Look at that. Just to show you how magnificent our product is. That's my 148 right there. I measured 148 inch on my projector right there that can blow out your P1 or P2. I can show a Starfield demonstration on that screen. I can have that screen in a fully lit environment. You can't even do that on a $4,000 projector on that screen paint you got. Look at that. You can't do that. Show me one Starfield demonstration on your product. I can sit there and take my black screen right now and I can load up all white sheets of paper right across my screen and I can show you snowstorms, beautiful dogs, wolves out in the snow, skin tones, anything you want off that screen on white levels. But you can't take black paper and stick it in the middle of your screen and show people how far your contrast levels comes up. You know why? Because you've been lying to people. You've been telling people that your product is this, that, and the other, and it's not. It's not what you hyped it up to be. Not even close. That's why when you claim your product to be, how can you claim a light screen paint compared to a black screen that can pour a white level and a contrast level? And then when you say, oh, we could do the same contrast levels, you're always in the dark when you do these demonstrations. I can get up and I can turn my projectors on and I can walk around my house and my screens will fire up. You can't do that. Stay in your lane where you belong. See that? That screen's pulling up an angle game. See the angle game? And you still can't see Groot's body. Oh, yeah. So let me show you something right here. Wait, we ain't done with him yet. We got one more to go. We got something else to go. This is the other fail he did. Now, first, he thought the product was this is the first fail he did. He thought the product was clear. That's why he got that frost paint first. Then when he found out it was dark, he went back and tried to do it again. Didn't realize that the screen is literally so dark that you can put objects behind and can't see it. That's the whole purpose of the technology. That's why I call it dark invisible. Oh my! I need to laugh today. I need to laugh today. That is a sad. You're a sad dude. Let me show you something real quick. Where is it? In this one, we basically peel the screen because the screens are designed to be peeled. So usually, and when you work with this kind of product, people will paint this. Some people will paint this straight to the glass. Some people might use plexiglass and paint it with pieces of plexiglass and stick that to it. And then other people may just go in and just basically paint it to the glass. But the first thing they're going to ask you, how easy is this stuff to remove? Because nobody wants to be sitting there with a paint scraper scraping on an expensive window. So you have to be able to have a product that can withstand and take the punishment, but it has to be able to dissolve fast when you're using it for rear projection. So let me show you right here. We can find it. That's what we did with the black screen yesterday. First time we showed them. Okay, this is the other one we did. We didn't peel the screen there. Let me go back a little bit more here. You got lucky that day because it rained. We was going outside, but you're going outside today anyway. So it doesn't make a difference. Jealous, just enraged with jealousy. That's what it is. Mad, angry, because he doesn't have the same thing. So let me see. We did this one over here. This was the white screen we did yesterday. White screen versus our black Nova. This is the one we did yesterday when we were trying to turn the screen dark and we couldn't do it. We tried. We did try. We did try to turn the screen dark, but we couldn't do it. Let me see if we can find this video. If not, we got the surface downstairs because I'm peeling it right now to get ready for the new coat. We got 4 more colors that have to be applied to that surface, and they all have to be tested. Let me see. He never replied back to that one. Jealous Crow. See again. Blue. We got it downstairs. We can peel it downstairs. Probably didn't even load it. Probably on a Wi-Fi. See, direct test, invisible. We did that, direct sunlight. And then, like I said, that fake demonstration you did with the whole taking on direct sunlight, that was nowhere near direct sunlight at all, period. So, okay, you seen how my image popped up, how clean it was? We were able to display the OLED fish with no problem whatsoever. Now, let's go recap and look at his video real quick to see how dirty the image came up. Absolutely horrible. Look at that. That is horrible. That is absolutely horrible. That's horrible, man. This is supposed to be our product. That is horrible. That is absolutely horrible. And look how it keeps it zoomed up. How come you don't have the camera zoom back so people can see the environment? How come you have it so close up? What are you hiding? Why do you have the camera that close? Another one, you should be showing how much light you have in the front and the back as we did ours. There's no object standing behind the back of it. How come it's not in the window? How come it's not taking on direct sunlight? Because that's the stuff is designed for, taking on a direct hit from the sun. So how come it's not sitting in the window? I can't wait to see those demonstrations. Because if it's, look at that, if it's that faded, that bad, can you imagine what's going to happen when the sun hits that thing? But let's see. Let's take it outside and see if you can pull up an image. And please, I don't want to see some shadowy, discolored image and say, oh, it's still showing the image. No, you have to show an image from corner to corner. That's how it has to work. But that's awful. That is absolutely awful. Wow, the colors don't even pop. Really? That's a shame. Anybody who considers this to be acceptable when it comes to screen paint products, then the rest of your stuff is all the same. Oh, yeah. That's nasty. Now look, right here, he has it. Right here, let me see if we can get a shot there. If we can get in there, because he didn't even put it in the window. How come you didn't stick it in the window like you did the other one? I'm curious. How come you kept it over here? That's awful. All right. I look forward to you peeling that screen too, on top of that. All right. That's sad, ain't it? I told you, it's sad. Some people are jealous of our products so much that they're willing to embarrass themselves on YouTube. Didn't take the screen outside, didn't put it against the sun, because that's what it's designed to do. You can't do that. That's what it's designed to do. You didn't do any of that at all. Period. That's the real deal. That's the real technology, not that fake bull crap that you just showed off on camera. You see how dark that technology is? Let me show you something. So, as I said before, this stuff is designed to be removed. So if the guy, whoever paints it on in the window, they don't want it anymore, they don't have to go freaking berserk on it. It's designed to be removed when you're done with it. So you should be able to do the same thing on the product you just displayed. You should be able to peel it off and show this in your hand just like this. If it's our technology and you made it. Didn't know it had that feature, did it? Yeah. Have to have those features on it. Nobody wants to paint something to their store window and have it stuck there and can never take it off, or run the risk of power wash the window or scraping and scratch the window up. You have to make it easy so they can remove it. And you can't figure out how to do that, can you? But I look forward to seeing the next video on that product of you sticking objects behind it, making them completely disappear, producing a star field demonstration off that surface, which shows I don't want to see light transferring through. I don't want to see a faded black level. That black level has to be solid, and you should see stars popping up on the other end. On both the front and the back, you should be able to see that. Also, too, if you could basically widen that camera angle so we can all see how well lit the environment is, because you should be showing light from the front of the screen to the back of the screen. Your projector is sitting way too close. It should be at a far distance, at least 9 feet away from the screen. And I would appreciate seeing that out there with direct sunlight hitting the screen. Not sunlight across the street. None of that nonsense. Direct sunlight. Stop cutting corners, Captain Corner Cutter. King of cutting corners. That is so sad. We're gonna go back to the drawing board. He probably is. Oh man. Till then, this is going outside today against that Nova. Let's see if this can turn the screen dark. Of course, a white screen with a 0.9 gain couldn't do it, so let's see if a gray screen can do it. Oh, man. You are a funny dude. Trying to think that you mix some polyor thing together and mix it with a little bit of black paint, you won't get the same results. Yeah, I'd like to see you peel that screen tomorrow. That thing is going to be on there permanent. That's not going anywhere. Yeah, I look forward to you seeing that. Like I said, what I asked for is to do the exact same demonstration as we displayed. I want to see when you put objects behind it, you shouldn't be to see anything at all once you put an object behind it. That screen should cloak whatever lands behind the back of it. You should be able to pull up an OLED demonstration showing no fade to the screen, no washout at all, a solid image, star field demonstration. Show the demonstration with the camera zoomed back so we can see the entire environment. Put the screen in the window and let direct sunlight and pull an image that's solid, not faded, not washed out. If you claim yourself making our technology. And oh, I forgot, peel the screen. Oh, man. See what I mean by cutting corners? And if he cuts corners there, God knows he's cutting corners left and right when he calls himself making that screen paint. That's why we're able to match that stuff from product we made 8 years ago. Ugh. Ugh. Man, do you do anything by the book? Literally? See, what you have to understand is making a product dark doesn't mean jack. It's still going to have to perform. You think, oh, I came close up. You didn't even come close to the color of it. Match the demonstration. Stop cutting corners and match the demonstrations. Oh man, I would have loved to have my father, who's a military drill instructor, be your dad. He'd beat the crap out of you every freaking day. You're always doing something dumb. Always doing something stupid. My goodness, you can't even match your demonstrations. Sad. I'm going to enjoy blowing your screen off the face of the planet when we get outside, because that Nova's going to destroy your screen. It's literally going to destroy it. Novas have an activation inside of them that when they hit outside, they look like plasma TVs. That screen actually produces a better image outside and inside. It's weird, but it's true. Just like we just took that technology and the back of it, you couldn't see anything, but in the front, boom, it explodes. That Nova's going to wreck your screen. It is. It's going to wreck it. I'm telling you, they're not going to show no mercy to it. I can put a starfield demonstration, just wipe your screen completely because your screen can't pull contrast. But now, we're going to pull the white levels, and then we're going to switch over to color, and then we're going to do a starfield demonstration and blow your screen out. And I'm going to do this while it's light and dark outside. And then I'm going to bring up my Digital One Crystal Screen Paint and put that next to your product, and I'm going to match it. My goodness. I don't like to call people stupid. Good gracious, you literally thought that was a passable demonstration? See? No freaking, no. The problem is when you have people that are willing to rush things like that and not take the time to do things right, that's pretty much how they do their whole life. Take the time to do it right. Can't even do it right. Sad. Let me explain something to you, my friend. I'm not threatened by you trying to make our product. Because I automatically can tell what's on my product and how it's made. I'm the designer. I'm the one who created it. I can tell the little things you display on your table are pretty much the same things that you put in your product, because your mind is only allowed to think but so high. If it was to think higher, you would develop much better products. You would be able to do the tests that we do. But you're so used to cutting corners, you have a certain way of doing things. You cripple your own self with your own shortcomings. Oh, man. We look forward to you doing those demonstrations tomorrow. Please do not do any other demonstrations to sidetrack it. We don't want to see any demonstrations on Destiny videos of video games, of you taking little trips here and there. We want to see exactly what I requested. You call yourself making the product. We want to see the screen get peeled. We want to see that screen pull up a star-filled demonstration, solid, contrast, blacks, no faded, no washed out images. I want to see that demonstration being hit with direct sunlight and still be able to maintain a beautiful bright image, which I doubt that, because you couldn't even do that inside the house when the projector was literally sitting up on top of the screen. Oh, man. See how hard he tries? First time he did it with the clear, he failed on that because he realized the screen was dark. Then he came back and had it darken the screen. Oh, man. Boy, I'm telling you, they try. Give him that much. You got to give that much. He does try. He does remind me of the Wile E. Coyote. Wile E. Coyote. No time, you don't work. My freaking test demonstrations put your regular demonstrations to shame. You realize that? My test demonstrations put your actual videos to shame. I just sat there and said that. Anytime I do a demonstration on my screen, it's a challenge. I can display a star-filled demonstration right now on my screen right now. You couldn't do it. With a 4,000 to 1 contrast ratio off a projector that cost me $59. You can't do it. All right, let's get this outside. So we got some of this still salvageable because this is all going to be peeled off. Mine, the screen has 4 different versions of it, so we got to get another one done. Oh, la-di-da-di-da. You don't watch the demonstrations, that's what it is. I told you. Bull in the China shop. Bull in the China shop. Don't think, just run for it. Keeps embarrassing himself. Desperate cries for help. I want to make product like him. Can't make product like me. You gotta work at it. You gotta work for it. It doesn't come easy. You gotta work for it. I want to make product like him. Excuse me. You're going to call yourself making our product at least match our demonstrations. Stop halving everything. Sad. It really is sad. Halving everything. Okay. Sorry about that, people. Oh, sorry about that. We got lens shift on here, don't we? Let's see. Oh, shoot. This is why I like the other one better. I like this projector, but the other one I have is much better. I got that advanced lens shifting technology on that one. This one doesn't have all that great. See, you can stick objects behind it. You can't see through it at all, period. Yet it can pick up a solid image with no problem whatsoever. Let's find the remote controls to this. Oh, we got it right here. Ha ha ha! Finally. Usually, man, I leave my remote controls left and right. So let's see. See, you're supposed to be able to see the image. Where we at right here? We got live demonstrations here. We got to go a little farther. I need to hit the menu so I can see where I'm coming up at. There we go. There's YouTube right down the wall. All right. Starfield demonstration. See? It's not supposed to be faded and washed out and have a dirty image to it. See those overhead lights? Let's see if we can bring these out. Can these things move out a little bit? Do they move out? Oh, no, they just go from side to side. See if we got enough light on it. We're good. See how that works? Your product is a fail. Your screen paints are a fail. Skill level, a fail. I'm sorry to put it out there, but it is, man. It is. You embarrass yourself twice in a row trying to basically make this product. See how I can stick an object behind the back of this and it doesn't even penetrate through? See how the image comes up and it shows a nice deep dark image. There's no fading, no washing out at all, even though we got light coming right down on top of the screen. There's the distance of how far my projector sits back. I show everything. I don't basically squeeze the camera in to do little cheap shots like you do. I show everything. Look, you can see Groot right there from the side. But you can't see him when you stand in front of him, can you? Sharp 4K demonstrations. Let's try 4K foods. Didn't give me what I wanted. 4K food demonstrations. So let me show you how it's supposed to look. You want to make it look like it's realistic, right? That's how your screen's supposed to look. Not that dirty image that you just displayed. It's supposed to be clean. It's supposed to be realistic. That's how it's supposed to look. You got embarrassed again. You want to try again? I can embarrass you tomorrow if you want. I can embarrass you as many times as you want. That's how clean that image is supposed to come up. Not that dirty image that you were showing that it was all gritty looking and, oh, it was disgusting. Colors are supposed to be red. You're supposed to see, must look realistic. See the difference in the color here in the wall? Look at that. Look how big, look how amazing the blue comes up compared to that. Look at that. You've really got to stop embarrassing yourself. You really got to stop embarrassing. It's getting sad, man. It's getting real sad. How come your image doesn't look like that in your video? That's supposed to be our product. I don't see Groot's body, can you? Boom! Notice we're not zooming up on the screen, people, so you can't see the surrounding environment. Look how well lit my kitchen is. Not that dark little environment. And I noticed something too that no one else probably noticed. Your blinds were pulled all the way down about that low, because if you had pulled them all the way up, light would have filtered through that screen and that screen would have washed out. So if your colors weren't coming up this rich in the demonstration, there is no way in the world you're going to be able to put that screen against any form of sunlight. Not even this kind of lighting. Let's try something else here. There's the OLED horse right there. Sad, man. It's sad. And I know you naysayers are in the room watching. I know you're in the room watching. Sad. Now you can go back and just tell your boy failed again. Polylord thing in black paint. That is so typical. Sad. But thank you for doing the demonstration, because that actually works in our benefit, because it just shows that people who do try to make that effort are not going to do it now because they don't want to get embarrassed. Oh, look how beautiful and rich the blues come up. Look amazing. Absolutely amazing. You have failed again. Let's try something else. Let's get some other colors in here. Oh, you definitely got to do this one. Look at the contrast pulls up in the... Look at how deep the reds are. Your reds were washed out. You're making me want to go upstairs and get a TV and do a side-by-side. Matter of fact, I'm just going to post your video at the bottom of this video. People can look at both of them together. Oh, wow. I gotta get something to drink. That is so sad. That's so sad. That's pathetic. See, if you didn't spend so much time hating on other people's stuff, you wouldn't be getting embarrassed all the time like this. I'm gonna sit back and have me some Doritos while I watch my screen, basically. Oh, wow. That's sad, man. Let's try something else. What else we got on here? Let's try these black levels right here. These black levels didn't come up at all. Look into the individual. The sweat drops dropping off the Coca-Cola. And yet, I'm using more light in my environment than yours. Yeah, tomorrow, I look forward to you taking that piece of whatever you painted and show me some contrast demonstrations with an object behind it. Showing that there's our product. And I look forward to seeing you peel that screen. I mean, peel it off. We can see one big strip come off of it. Not scrape a little piece off the corner. No. Captain Corner Cutter. I'm talking about peel a nice big piece of it off. Boom, boom, done. And then let's see you take it outside and stick it in direct sunlight. As a matter of fact, you can put it on your car windshield if you basically don't got it. Oh, you don't got a bottom floor, so that's not gonna work. All right, stick it in the window, have direct sunlight hit that window, because I'm pretty sure sunlight comes into that window. And like I said, when I saw the demonstration, your blinds were shut just about all the way, because if any real light came in that environment, your screen would have washed it out. Ah, man. Should we go on? Should we continue to go on? Because your image did not come up at all. What's we got right here? Oh, you got beautiful the menus coming up. Yeah, you failed miserably, man. Look at my image coming up on my screen compared to yours. And you can't even see Mr. Groot. Can you see him? Can you see his body in there? You can't? Huh? He's supposed to have the same, supposed to make the same paint we did. And his image was supposed to come up sharp. Look how sharp my image comes up. Oh, he tries. Look at that, look at that, look at that, look at that, look at the angle gain on that. Boom! Look at that, look at that. I told you I was going to embarrass you. Mind your own business. Don't worry about what we do over here. You failed again. Now, you know what you're going to do now? You're going to add more black paint to it. And you're going to try to make it darker. See, this is how he makes his product. He just adds black paint to it. That's all he does. So he's going to try to make it darker. And then his white levels are going to fail horribly. Yep. Since you're going to be all close on the screen, let me show you. There you go. You can see the individual hairs coming out of the animal. Oh, that's why that squirrel's looking at your screen like, what the freak is that over there? All right. How about we do something else there? Oh, Tron Legacy. You have failed so hard, it's not even funny. You doing that demonstration? It's like watching somebody jump out of an airplane and their parachute fell and they just hit right on the ground. Bam! Right on their face. That's what you just did. You face planted, man. Honestly, you really thought that my technology is that easy to design? Are you kidding me? Yeah. You failed miserably. Don't ever question my work. Don't ever question what I do. See that? The screen on the other side is just as crisp and clean as the one on the front. And it's got lights hitting the back of it. Let me show you my environments, people. I know it's messy in my kitchen. Sorry about that. This is how the angle gain pulls up on our technology compared to that junk product he just displayed. As you can see, the image is pulling up with no problem whatsoever all the way across, la-di-da. Plenty of light in the environment. I always choose my environment nice and exposed, plenty of light, how far the projector sits back to the screen. This is our technology. And when you get done with it, if you don't want it anymore, you can just peel it off the surface when you're done. Instead of that nonsense he made over there. Now, where do you want to go next? Let's see. Let's see. How about J and K 4K demonstrations? Nope. J and K 4K demonstrations. Let's see what we get. How about we do the lizards. Let's see how much detail we can get without the image washing out and fading out that blurry crap we just saw upstairs on YouTube. really thought that stuff was gonna work. Yeah. Let me. Wow. I just gotta and look at this. See how we can see that with so and how the image pulls up, no problem. See how it looks from here. See the detail and all that. And then we go back over here. You can see it again. We got the overhead lights. We got masked up Groot sitting in the middle of the screen. We can take our hand and we can block it, and you don't see anything. You don't see any of Groot's body. Boom. If you go to the side, see the angle gain. So how clean it is. There you go. That's how it's done, Crow. That's how it's done. That's how you develop good technology. That's what gets you contracts. This is what you get people that basically that want to contact you because they want to buy your technology. They want to offer you hundreds and hundreds of thousands of dollars for your technology because you can do that. Instead of doing some fake demonstration of you painting some nonsense onto a little piece of plastic and then basically projector sitting too close to it, didn't do anything that we did at all whatsoever, and the image came up looking so crappy. 4K foods. See if I can find that video. That was just bleh. And those of you who feel that, oh, you're not being very professional about this. No, I got a right to be this way. Anytime someone's going to come at me and constantly try to do what we do, especially when they can't even do their own demonstrations correctly, yeah, you deserve this. 4K food demonstrations. You deserve it. You asked for it. That's like picking a fight with Muhammad Ali and you get knocked out. You can't complain about that. You freaking triggered it. You got what you deserve. I feel like playing that song by LL Cool J, Don't Call It a Comeback. I've been here for years. That's what I kind of feel like. Because my product is knocking your product clean out. And you want to get brutal, man, I'll take your stuff out there with that sun killer and I'll wash your screens out one by one. If you want to play games like that. Can't compete with what we design over here. No one's saying that you can't make a good product, but the dumb stuff that you do, man, it's just freaking embarrassing. Constantly embarrassing yourself. See the contrast level on that? See how dark that comes up? See how it's not faded and washed out? Look how beautiful that piece of salmon looks. Look at that. See how that's how it's supposed to look. But the reason why you accept that nonsense and that garbage, you accept it because you're used to cutting corners. You're used to having screens in dark environments, using overpowered projectors to make up for what the screens are lacking. You're used to doing that, cutting corners. So a person who's used to cutting corners and not doing their job correctly can never appreciate a good product from the door. Thank God you don't make brakes for cars. I couldn't imagine a nightmare behind that one. Outer space screensavers. Let's go someplace you can't go. Now you see when we do the outer space screensaver, you see how dark the background is? We got light coming right from here. We got light coming from here. This area is well lit. When you're doing outer space, the background is not supposed to be faded. It's supposed to actually look like you're going into outer space. I got to tell him this because he cut so many corners. Oh my goodness, he did this demonstration, man, had me scratching the back of my head like, what in the world is this? Why do you even display this stuff? He had this demonstration where he was trying to show off where his screens can produce images outside. So he had the balcony here, and he had the screen tilted inward this way on a slant. And then he had the projector hitting here. So any light that came in from this side where light was coming in at, it was basically blocking the screen because it was on a slant. And then you could see around the screen where everything was tanned and washed out. Barely couldn't make it out. But because he could see an image, he considered that to be passable. Okay. Oh, man, I'm telling you. Oh, well. My name is Wowee Coyote. Let's leave this screen alone because we're done. I'm just going to let this play, let it have its fun over here. I usually don't take any pleasure in embarrassing you, but today I do. That was the saddest thing I've ever seen in my life. First, you try to do it with this clear spray. Didn't work out too well for you. Then you came back and tried to mix some crap together to make some black, whatever that nonsense was supposed to be. And the image didn't even show up correctly. Oh, man. Sad, sad dude, man. Sad dude. And then you post this stuff. You post as if, I think in the back of your mind, you really think you're doing some damage. Let me explain something to you, Crow. When we get done with you, when I get done with you, I doubt it's going to be anything left for anybody else to take care of because the people that will be purchasing half of our company and the other half, they know about you. They're not going to play with you at all. These jokers will come to your front door and serve you right from the door. So they know about you. They're well aware of you. But they know already we're handling it already. We're getting it taken care of. Look how nasty that looks. Look how nasty that looks. What is that supposed to be? What is that? Let's go back to this mess he mixed here. This messy, whatever that trash is. Look at that. What is that supposed to be? I swear. Look how he rolls it on the screen. Look at this. Oh my goodness. Wow. You failed so badly, man. He thought he had it figured out. He was probably so happy coming back from Lowe's, all happy that I did it. I got him. I figured it out. You know how we know about this junk paint? Because, again, when we design this stuff, we have to test out every single idea that somebody may come up with. Just see if they could basically bring anything close to what we make. And we have to test it against it. This is what we're testing. It's very important. That is so washed out. It is not even funny. Now, mind you, He has very low light in the environment, and look how washed out the image is. And we're downstairs showing outer space with Groot in the middle of the screen. Reds don't pop. That's awful. Where's the contrast demonstrations? You do any of those? That's sad, dude. Let's get the close up. There we go. Oh, God. Are you kidding me? That's supposed to be passable? That is nasty. Look at the white levels. They're very nasty. That's sad. That's an individual who really thinks that's a passable product. Man, if you were trying to do business with any of the people I do business with, they would have told you, they would have escorted, had security escort you off the property. That's how your screen's supposed to pull up. Oh, that's gotta hurt. See how crisp and clean it is? Same thing. From here to here. If you want to get all close on the camera now, I mean on the screen now, I mean, I can show you the individual coral reefs with all the things moving in the background. Look at that. But you got to give him an effort. He tried. Sad, but he tried. Can't even do that. I can read everything crystal clear on my menu. That's how it's supposed to be. Let's see. That's right. If you want to show food, there you go. Hey, go Crow. What do you think? What do you think, Jamie, Fernando? What do you think? That's how your screen's supposed to look. It's supposed to look realistic. If I'm designing a screen paint to be sprayed on someone's glass for advertisement, they want it to look as realistic as possible. You're advertising, you're trying to sell a product to customers, and you want it to look as real as possible. Is this kind of clicking for you as I'm saying this? So what you want to do is you want to bring something that's going to look as realistic as possible. Not some gritty, dirty, grimy looking image. But like I said, since you claim you made our product because it looks nothing like our product, I look forward to seeing some contrast demonstrations on that surface, and I look forward to you peeling that surface off when you get done and sticking it outside and letting it take a direct hit from the sun. So you can understand what direct hit means. It means direct hit, not miss, not go to left or right, direct hit right down the middle. That's what I like to see. Now, I already know from the door it's not going to work out too well, because if you barely were able to pull an image inside that house, there's no way in the world you're going to be doing it. Right now, I have, like I said, more light right here than you have in your living room or you have in your kitchen. Look at all the windows we have in here. Oh, you just did this demonstration with the chef cooking. I remember that. You just did this demonstration. We're doing your demonstration now. Yeah, this is how it's supposed to look. Not that gritty nonsense you were displaying. See how the rice looks nice and white? It doesn't look dirty. Looks clean. Image looks clean. This is the look you were going for. Huh. Okay. Now, if you want, you can still do a video saying, hey, Ken, I don't want my screen outside. I won't take it outside. All right? But my neighbors are kind of looking forward to it, because I, talked to them about me doing a demonstration outside. So they're kind of looking forward to it. But, if you don't want it going out there, I understand. But if you feel that your screen paint right here is going to make my product look dark, we'll take it outside. We'll see. We'll show everybody. We'll see if we can make it look dark outside. If you're saying that product right there is going to pull better color and better contrast, yeah, all means. Now, I know the white levels are going to be slightly higher, but like I said, nothing's going to make our screen look dark where you can't see it. And if you don't reply back, that means you have already given us the yes to go ahead. I'm going to make myself a hot cup of tea. You guys can enjoy that right there. On what this kind of technology is supposed to look like. Not that whatever garbage, watered down, whatever that crap was supposed to be. I don't know what that trash was. I learn to mind your own business. Look at that. You just, wow. I don't even know what to say anymore. I really don't. Look at it. Even the Sony logo popped up, and oh wow. Wait, we got another food demonstration. What about the back of the screen? What about the back of the screen? Can I see from the back of the screen? Hey, you see from the back of the screen right there. Right back of the screen right there. There you go. See? Nice and crystal clean. Nice and crystal clean. Nice and crystal clean. Nice and crystal clean. Crystal clean. Look how clean that is. Look how clean it is. Boom. Let's go around to the side. Let's look at it from the side. Boom. Perfect. Let's go around to the front of it. Perfect. Can you see Groot's body? How dark is the screen? Boo. Can't even see Groot. Can't see Groot. Can't see him. Look at that. Look how dark it is. Can we see Groot? Can we see Groot? Can we see him? Can we see him? Man, you asked for it. You did. You asked for it. What you thinking? Ugh, man. I'm going to give you a piece of advice so you don't embarrass yourself tomorrow. Or you're going to embarrass yourself tomorrow. Because now, since you figured out how to make our product, what you're going to have to do now is you're going to have to do the demonstration just like I just did here. Exactly the same way, but then you'll skip around it because you're Captain Corner Cutter. You're going to have to peel the screen, because our screens can be peeled if it's the same thing. You're going to have to stick it in the window. You're going to have to hit it with some sunlight. And you're definitely going to have to do that. And let's see what else we have to do here. You know, you got to show some contrast demonstrations because these screens are designed to pull contrast levels. Captain Corner Cutter. I'll cut some corners today. I told you I was going to embarrass you. I told you. Mind your own business. Tropical birds, okay. All right, we embarrassed them enough on this. Let's show you something that your screen can't do. My screen's twice the size of your screen. Look at that. Twice the size of your screen. See that projector right there? $59. Way, way under the projector you got. And you can't even do this. Starfield screensaver.
Getting that from YouTube.
Oh, how embarrassing. How much you pay for that projector again? Waste of money. Waste of money to be wasted on that screen. Look at this. What time of the day we are right now? It's daytime, isn't it? Let's put outer space screensavers on here.
Getting that from YouTube.
There you go. Boom. Even the sloths are impressed. And it's hard to impress the sloths. You don't learn, man. You're not in my category. You can't do this. How many times do I have to tell you? Ooh, that is beautiful. Can you pause that? You gotta see this. You gotta see this. This is gorgeous, man. I gotta take a picture of this one. Look at that. Look how beautiful that came up on that gray and that visible technology we developed. Look how gorgeous that looks. That's how it's supposed to look. Let's go from the angle. Gorgeous. Groot's even loving it. Let's go from the top. Let's go from the top. We gotta go inside. We gotta see if we're getting the same image. Are we getting the same image? Oh yes, look at that. Look at that. Let's go over top. Let's take the camera and go over top. And let's come back down. There we go. Boom, shakalaka. How about we go to this side? Right? That side too. Is that good? Yeah, you'll get embarrassed, man. Mind your own business. Stay in your own lane where you belong. See how well lit my environment is? And I can display outer space on a screen that's way bigger than your screen. I'm not trying to be rude here, man, but like I said, you keep doing these dumb demonstrations. I gotta keep coming at you and embarrassing you. It's getting sad. And it's really getting sad. Well, I gotta keep embarrassing you. Get my kitchen back in order. See that, Crow? That's my screen. Gundam. Gundam. That's my gunmetal screen. You can't do this. And you want to talk about how gunmetals come up so dark. Gunmetal would crush your screen with no problem. If I painted this with your product, my screen would be washed out. I wouldn't be able to see it. Boy, I wonder what flavor your shoes are, because you do like sticking them in your mouth. Okay, fish. Tropical. I'll make myself a hot cup of tea. I drink hot tea in the summertime. I love hot tea in the summer. And I'm going to sit here and watch my Dennis the Menace in a fully lit environment. Bright sunlight outside. Tropical fish, 4K glass.
Getting that from YouTube.
When you stick in your dark environment, try to figure out where the coffee table's at.
Here are the Red Sea wheat delivery explorations. I can get that single block. Smart intuitive. Design and built specifically for data science of work. Hi, I'm Warren, and I'm committed to this.
that screen's being graced by light back and forth constantly. And then people want to come out saying, oh, but you're unprofessional. Oh, you're arrogant. No, I'm tired of people basically running their mouths and bottom line, doing dumb stuff on YouTube to try to say that, oh, we do the same thing they do. But they don't do any of our test demonstrations at all whatsoever. They cut as many corners as they possibly can get their hands on. Fakest demonstrations I have ever seen in my life. And then come on here talking about, oh, we can make the same product. It don't frustrate me when you do this stuff. It gives me something to laugh at because I enjoy coming on here embarrassing you. I really do. Got no problem with it. I can stop eating, get up, jump on the phone, link up on freaking YouTube Live and embarrass you. And then get back off and eat my food and go call my friends and say, hey, check out this video. This is what Dum Dum did today. Yeah, that's what we refer to you as, Dum Dum. You do some dumb stuff. What made you think that the product that you was mixing together was going? Do you watch any of my demonstrations? Do you really watch any of my demonstrations on how we do things over here? My buddy said, does he watch any demonstrations? I don't even know. Does he understand that a person who goes through such great lengths to basically do the most crazy, insane demonstrations he could do on his products, would you think I would have basically tested that product to see if it would have came close to our product? You know, we have to do this. Just like the whole vinyl screen incident where you told me to switch the screen around to see if the vinyl screen was going to match our black screen, and it didn't. Oh, that had to hurt right there. You know why we have to do all this? Because when you sign, you don't know what it means to sign a contract. When you deal with companies, companies will figure out other stuff around that contract before it's signed to see if they can figure out a cheaper way of doing it themselves. So you have to make sure you exhaust any outlets that pretty much they may try to come up with that could basically match your product or come close to matching your product, and you don't get that contract. That's what research and hard work comes in at. But you don't do any of that stuff. That's why you're constantly getting embarrassed all the time, because you think everybody makes paint like you do. No, we don't make products like you do. That's why you don't match anything we do over here. Nothing at all. Not a thing. Got 8-year-old screen paints that's better than your stuff. Now, I'm going to go back. I'm going to enjoy me a hot cup of tea. Call up my friends, share the video with them, post this all over where I need to post it at, and we're just going to have a chuckle over it, because I don't know what you were thinking. I mean, you failed the first time. Common sense would have told you to freak up. Don't do anything else stupid, but it's you, so whatever. You know, that's what you're going to do. You know what I mean? I look forward to seeing those demonstrations tomorrow, because like I said, since you said you made the product, it doesn't look like anything like we made. I look forward to seeing the contrast demonstrations, you putting objects behind it, not being to show any shadows whatsoever. And also too, I really want to see you peel the screen. I'm talking about little, don't still scratch it a little bit and have, look, it's peeling, it's a little peel. No, peel the screen off like we just did in the demonstration. And also too, I want to see a direct hit, because that's what this technology mainly is designed for, take direct hits from the sun. So we want to see that demonstration too. Feel free to do a Starfield demonstration while you're out there, you know, because maybe we're going to stick to all colorful demonstrations and stay away from contrast. It's funny, you do the same thing, the same weak test. It's interesting. The same weak test that you do when you're trying to review someone's product is the same weak test that you do on your own products. If you notice, my tests don't match your tests. If you look at it, it's not the same. You want it to be the same, but it's not. Oh, wait, let's do something real quick. We're going to take a walk through. So I like to do this because you can see my screen here and my screen here. Boom, boom, boom. Let's walk through. Bum, 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 bum. Bum, 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 bum. We're going to walk up to the gunmetal screen. That's the screen that he claimed it was so dark you can't see it. Isn't that interesting? So we're not supposed to be to see that screen. Hold on for a minute. We're not supposed to be to see that screen because it's so dark. We can see it. You're an idiot. Looking for something in here. I can't find it. Let me see if I can turn the lights on for a minute so I can figure out exactly what I lost in here. Oh, we can turn the lights on too, huh? That's nice, isn't it? Let me stop, man, because I don't embarrass you. I mean, I'm really, let me stop. I'm trying to be humble here. I'm trying to be humble here, but you're an idiot. You are an idiot. That's the dumbest thing I've ever seen anybody. As a person who's been mixing products for over 12 years, that is the dumbest thing I've ever seen mixed together. The results of that is it was going to be garbage, and I knew that from the door. So tomorrow, if he doesn't do any of the stuff and claims he has the same stuff we have, he's not going to be to match the same demonstration we're doing right now. Chances are going to mix in more of that black stuff to try to make it as dark as our product so he can stick an object behind it and so you can't see it. That's what he's probably going to do. But then you're going to now have to show white levels on it because you're going to have to see the white levels to make sure the screen doesn't come up too dark. So you're going to have to see that too. Let me see that going on here. 4K snow demonstrations. I bet you were in bed telling me, I got him! I got him! I figured out I did it. You ain't figure out jack. We don't know anything about technology. There we go, white levels right there. Before you even do it. So the screen is literally so dark you can't see the screen, you can't see the object on the other end. It produces night bright colors, it produces amazing contrast levels, and it can produce snow whites. Interesting, isn't it? All right, people, I'm done here. I swear, man. Remember, was it Nature Boy Ric Flair's dance that woo that dance used to do? I feel like doing that right there, right in front of your face. You asked for it. You asked for it. You can't get mad. You asked for it. You got embarrassed because you asked for it. I told you right there. I was going to embarrass you. I'm done. I gotta go eat something, man. I'm done. My battery's dying anyway. Y'all have a good one. God bless. Oh, wow.